What's up, everybody? It's Big Roth TV, and I'm back with another album review. And this time, I'm going to go over the new Drake album, Views from the Six, or as it's just known now, Views. Um, I gotta say that Views from the Six is the first Drake album that I don't like as a complete album. Um, of his four studio albums released, and even including like his few mixtapes and the if you're reading this is too late project. This is easily, in my opinion, his worst album. Like it's something is just missing to me. Every time I listen to it, I've listened to it plenty of times since it's been released. It just something about this project is just something that's is missing in comparison to the rest of his albums. So it's been hyped up over at least the last 2 years, and I'm a Drake fan, so I was expecting a lot more after all the hype and how much I liked the If You're Reading This It's Too Late album. I like that a lot. So I figured this was gonna be even better and it was gonna be much grander of an album, and it's not at all. It's kind of disappointing to me. Um, to me, with the closest peers that he has in the music industry, as far as the people that you consider the leaders of the new school kind of rap, with being Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole and Wale and Big Sean and those guys. Like Drake is supposed to be the the top one. He's looked at as it's Drake and then it's Kendrick and then it's J. Cole, and that's how most people look at it. Is Drake is the top one of all these people, but really, to me, after especially after this album, it's like he took a big step back, and it just I can't believe he dropped this project, and it just it's not very good at all. Like uh lyrically, like I think is where the problem is because I've always thought Drake was pretty decent lyrically. He was pretty good. He's nowhere near what J. Cole is lyrically. He's not Kendrick Lamar, but he always had a good amount of lyrics and storytelling and things that made sense, and then he had the overall style as well to to match um those lyrics. So what he lacked in just lyrical content, he had the singing and the style and just the swagger to go with it to make up for it, and not even that is present. Like it to me, it's like he dropped down to like Tiger level on this project to me lyrically. Um, just I don't know. He definitely fell off from being one of the top guys to just being average on this project. Um, After the first listen I had of this album, I just said, you know what, that wasn't very good at all, and I thought that maybe I needed to, listen to it again, and maybe it'll get better if I listen to it again. And when I listened to it again, a few songs grew on me, like Feel No Ways and Nine and With You and Western Road Flows. Those are like some of my favorite songs in the album. But as a whole, the album really didn't change for me. Um, I think the songs that did grow on me grew on me because of the beats of the song and the melodies, and not so much the lyrical content and what's being said in the songs. So I think that his singing throughout the album is great, and I think that maybe once sometime soon he should just go ahead and do a full R&B album. No, like cut the rapping and just go straight R&B. And I think that'd be a good project because most of the songs that are on here that he had that R&B vibe, I really dug it, and I thought those were the best songs that are on the project. Um, but this rapping and stuff on here, it's like he downgraded. But the best pure rap song on the album is, to me at least, is Weston Road Flows. Like, that's the best rap song on this album. I'm willing to give nine. Nine is pretty good too. But beyond that, the rapping on this album is average at best, which shouldn't be the case for Drake to me. Continuing on with the rapping side of it, I know a lot of people are saying, I've seen it like right when the album was releasing and people were listening to it and they were saying, "Still Here is just, oh, it's fire, it's great." Still Here is the absolute worst Drake song that I've ever heard, ever. Like, in his career. That's the worst rapping Drake song I've ever heard. It's like, you went from being way up here lyrically to dropping that song and coming all the way down here. Like, that song is so trash to me. It seems to me like it sounds like a warm-up track, like what you do when you're in the studio and you might be playing around, getting yourself pumped up, ready to go, so you can go deliver the real fire song that you had. And you play around and you do stuff like that. He actually put that song on the album. Like, I couldn't believe that he actually put that song on the album, because it's so garbage. And I don't see why anybody says that song is good, because it's not. Like, what is he even talking about? Oh, you still here? Of course you are. You're one of the best selling artists. But the way he went about saying it, it just so trash. It's no good at all. And then with the song that's featuring Pimp C, I can't think of the name of it at the moment, but that's not very good either. And it's kind of a waste of a Pimp C verse. I kind of feel like we could have did without the Pimp C verse, especially since, you know, it's not even, it's like it gets cut off. It's not even a full Pimp verse. After he says he doesn't mess with anybody, you know, but Bun B, you cut Pimp C off. So it's like, why would you even have this verse on here and then not have Bun B, like, in the song? Like, I don't know. I don't like that either. That song alone, to me, the Still Here alone is worth my negative thoughts about this album, because it's just so bad of a song. Going back to what I was talking about with all those other guys, they've all dropped either classic albums with 2014 Forest Hill Road, or Forest Hill Drive, and To Pimp a Butterfly. And Wale's last album was great. Big Sean's been doing like really great work lately. Big Crit's been doing great work lately. Those guys have been doing really great work, and since Drake dropped Nothing Was the Same. And then you figure when this album comes, he's gonna come back with a vengeance. He's gonna take back his spot. It's gonna be great. And to me, this dropped Drake from maybe number 1 to number 4. Like, that's his standing to me after this Views album. Like, you just dropped completely off. I don't know how you do that, but you just fell to me. And I think his next project, he's gonna have to go back hard, because this isn't worth the hype to me. I'll say that this album isn't bad in comparison to a lot of the other rap and hip hop that's out in the world, because it's a lot worse than this album. But if you're comparing it to Drake's body of work and his closest peers, those names that I mentioned before, it's not good at all. It's not comparing to anything that those other people have been doing. And if you're in competition, you're gonna see what they're doing, and you should be striving to do better than what those people are doing. And I don't feel like he did that on this project at all. But it's only no good as a complete album. there are songs on here that are good, but as a whole project, I don't feel like it's a focused project. I think that he slacked on some things. He might have just threw some songs together. As a complete album, 20 songs, not good. But there are about a handful of songs that are good on here that you can listen to. But with that being said, only a handful of songs out of 20 songs, that ain't gonna do the trick to me. Think you should have had a lot more songs that are good on this project. So I just can't give it the best, the best thoughts on this one. I gotta say that this is far from Drake's best work to me. This is easily his worst album, in my opinion. And I gotta give this album a 2.5 out of 5. So that's it, man. 2.5 out of 5 for this Views album. And that's gonna do it, man. Hopefully he comes back stronger on the next project and earns his top spot back. Because right now, Drake is sitting at number 4 to me out of those guys. But anyway, that's gonna do it. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, subscribe. And let me know what you might want me to review in the next video. And I'll holler at y'all in the next one. Peace.